Oh, an airdrop. Let's get straight to the video. This is my update 10 random gen. It's a survival multiplayer, and the zombies are set to classic, so they always walk. Got the Romero zombies going on. As you can tell, there's my tree farm. There's my main base, which I'll do a tour of it in a second. I just want to go and show this floating base I have. Got two opposing plates, which that's a whole block, and that's a whole block, so it's floating. So I got a nice little floating base up here in the middle of all the trees. Okay, so on this gameplay, I spawned pretty close in this area, and this is the first house I found, which it was just kind of like an old barn kind of area. And I decided to slowly, one by one, take out the blocks and change it so it would, until I got it how I wanted it. But here's another floating base. I just made this. I was doing some practice stuff here. But this is my update 10 gameplay. Is my right after they did the update, I wanted to make a new one so I could test out like how the workbench was new and all things like that. But this is a neat little area because it's floating. A quick tour of this. But because these are plates on both sides, they're just held up and the zombies fall in the drop pit, which I've never used yet because I just built this within the last few days. Okay, so if you'll notice, here was the main house, and I blocked off the front door. There was a door down here. I made a way to get in up top until I started farming heavily here. And I like doing the plots of like a 9x9 square. It's easy to keep up with how many plants you're making. But all this is concrete. And as you can tell from here, there's a giant pit and a friend's random house over there. But I got a giant drop pit, which we'll look at in a minute. But this building was like an old barn. And I slowly started taking out the walls and putting these bars here, the iron bars. And I like putting the doors on the inside so I can, like right now if someone tried to attack me, they can't even see in here. But I can open up these and look out, sort of like an old, like western home. And you shut the shutters and look out here. This whole thing is a pretty good defense against zombies. You can find whichever side they're spawning on. Oh, what is this? That's weird. You can find which side they're spawning on, and you can just take care of them, no problem. Of course, you have to use some sort of ranged weapon. Okay, and then in the center, it was sort of like a vault where I had all of my supplies. Which I don't think I have anything in here now. Yeah. But eventually, I got tired of that and dug to the center of the earth. It was right here. I have a nice little walkway here with the double doors. Come down here, this is my main base. I got a vault at the center of the earth with my underground garden. So each square is a 9x9 square, or a 3x3 square, which makes it 9 squares. Got the trussing there so the light can shine through. I got one of each plant that you could plant here, because this is when we first was able to make the chrysanthemums. But yeah, there's one of every plant. Okay, but here's my vault at the center. Got my bedroll, got a forge. Let's see, I got... Oh, this is when you could actually scrap the coins, because there's no traders in this. It's cool to see. And I really like close, compact areas where everything's in one one area, and I don't have to, I can just slowly pivot and make stuff quickly and access materials and, you know, not have to run across like really far to get anything. But I have, let's see, my health stuff, health and food in here. It's looking good. What's in here? Oh, my land claim boxes, because you can notice this whole bottom is land claim boxes. Just random building supplies. Got my light behind the ladder. See my weapons, which here's, this is before, or this is when they first added where you can combine weapons, so I didn't really start doing that yet. Clothes. And random miscellaneous items. I'll put this in here. There is a ladder to get up to the second floor. It goes up like this, but I'm going to go up the other way. So I got all my garden here, nice little squares. We'll go up here, and I cut this, well, I didn't cut this out, it was actually, as I was building, I left the 3 tall spaces out all the way up so you can get all the way to the top. But here's my killing floor, and it makes it really easy for Horde Night, because they just fall through and it breaks their legs and you just go boom, hit their heads because they'll be on the ground. Got a little storage area so I can, on Horde Night, I can save the things. But this is basically all there is to this base. I will travel up to the top, but got all these little torches here to light it up at night. Gives a cool feeling. My plan was to have a floating house in the center up at the very top, but I never got around to doing that before they did another update, which was the major update with the traders. Just realized how annoying this could be, because I'm hitting my head every time. I should have made these ramps and you could just walk up, but oh. Okay. I'll fill that back in. But I got the land claim boxes here because I didn't want anyone to be able to build in this area and be able to build a bridge, because I was going to make it out of drawbridges and have it floating in the center. That was going to take a lot of effort. I think I would have to build something from the center first to hold it. But there's that. Since I built in the side of a hill, I had to kind of slant the sides, which I didn't even finish concreting this. But slant the sides like that, and I built up a little bit there. Kind of make it where zombies actually climb up here and will fall. Okay. That's pretty much it. I'll look at some stats real quick. So there's my just basic, easy iron armor, which I haven't combined like I know you can now. And I do have 1 death, and I think it was on day 99 or something like that. It was almost 100 days. But the reason why I died was not actually my fault. Sometimes when you dig, you get glitched out areas, and I was digging right there, but of course it's concrete now. But I hit into the ground with my shovel, and I randomly started falling through the center of the earth, and it killed me. So it was really lame. I was pretty mad because I was trying to go for a no never die kind of thing, a 1 life. So after I died, I pretty much stopped playing this base, or yeah, this seed. Well, that's pretty much it.